The reason you want to increase your fiber is what you see a lot in America is there's been a huge obsession with protein, and this obsession with getting enough protein, and that should not be a concern at all. Doctors have actually found when they test people and even vegans, they have adequate amounts of protein. That's right, even vegans have adequate amounts of protein, and then people who are eating animal products have like an excess of protein. So protein is not the problem, okay? It might be if you live in a third world country, but usually that's because you're just not getting enough calories in general. It's not just protein, it's a malnutrition problem, right? So if you're getting enough food and calories, you really don't need to be worrying about the protein. The problem is they found that 95% of Americans are not getting enough fiber. And not only that, fiber is extremely beneficial for our health and is extremely underrated. And science is uncovering a lot of new benefits to fiber. All right, they're finding that increased fiber is leading to lower heart disease, lower weight, lower diabetes, lower forms of cancer, right? And one of the reasons being is that first, fiber can help you lose weight. It can help you feel more full and more satisfied. Second, it helps you to be more regular with your bowel movements, and that's important because the fiber actually removes some of the bacteria and toxins out of the body and flushes it out. All right, and a third thing that science is just now starting to uncover the tip of the iceberg has to do with the microbiome. And so what happens is fiber actually feeds the good bacteria of our microbiome. The microbiome we're finding is this complex system of billions of bacteria that are inside of us and make up a part of our health and our digestive system. And there's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria, right? And so animal products and meat actually fuel the bad bacteria. The bad bacteria feeds off of this, right? And the good bacteria feeds off and likes fiber and plant-based foods. So what happens is if you, the more of the good plant-based and fiber foods that you're eating, you're going to be feeding more of these good bacteria, and they're going to begin to colonize and increase in number. And then the bad bacteria is going to die off and reduce in number. And it's the same thing in reverse. If you're eating lots of animal products and not enough fiber, you're actually going to be increasing and colonizing the bad bacteria, and you're going to be killing off the good bacteria, okay? And also, this is one reason why a lot of people, when they switch to eating more fiber, I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning. It might start to kind of hurt your stomach a little bit, or you may have a little bit of stomach discomfort or trouble. And I know I did, so maybe kind of ease into it if you need to. I don't know if it's related, but the first month that I began eating more fiber, and I actually made it a point to eat a salad every night with my meal, I noticed that for like a month I had like a little bit of stomach issues at night, and just felt kind of gassy and a little bit of discomfort. I don't know if it was related, but I looked at some forums and I saw that there were other people who had gone, vegetarian and whatnot, and also had some stomach issues for, the first month or so. And so I believe it could possibly be related. The problem is you don't have enough of the good bacteria built up in your system that actually, it's those bacteria that digest the food. So you don't have enough of that good bacteria to digest the food, so you have trouble digesting the food at first until that good bacteria can build up and colonize, okay? And let me share my top foods to eat, all right, if you want to increase your fiber, and I'm going to save the best one for last, my favorite. All right, so let's jump into it. So first of all, really the secret is just eating whole food, plant-based foods. I say whole food, meaning not processed, so you can mark sugar off that list because sugar has basically been stripped of all of the fiber. It naturally comes from the sugar cane, which actually has fiber, but it's been stripped of the fiber. Right, so as long as you're eating whole food, plant-based foods, you're going to be good. So what are those? That's fruits and vegetables for one, right? Nuts, that's another good source. I've got some stuff here. If you're eating whole grains, for example, like bread, Ezekiel bread right here, this has 3 grams of fiber per slice. And we've got something we like in the morning is oatmeal. Oatmeal has 4 grams of fiber per serving, per half cup, or any kind of natural cereal too, if you want to go that route. Oatmeal's I think healthier, it's less processed, but if you want to do the cereal, that's fine. The less processed cereal, that's fine. You'll get some fiber there. I like these right here, hemp seeds, although they're not as high in fiber. They have a little bit. I put those on my oatmeal in the morning, as well as some flaxseed. Flaxseed is good, 3 grams of fiber per serving. And one of my favorites is going to be beans. Okay, beans have a good amount of fiber, right? They're known for giving you gas. That's probably for people who aren't used to, like I said before, don't have enough of that good bacteria. So when you eat beans, it might cause you to kind of be a little bit gassy. Also, a lot of times we usually cook our beans raw. Usually don't do it out of the can, and I'll soak the beans, and that helps to get rid of the some of the sugars that we have trouble digesting if you soak them overnight and then drain the water. But this is 5 grams of fiber per half cup, right? And my number one favorite fiber food is chia seeds, right? And I have some videos on chia seeds, and 1 serving of chia seeds is I didn't bring the bottle here, but it's huge. It's 33% of your daily fiber just with 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. So that is the food that I found has the most fiber of anything out there. If there's something else you found that's as high or higher, or that I didn't mention, please comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And like I said, I think I mentioned nuts also have fiber. You'd be surprised, but they have fiber. It's a plant-based whole food. Also rice, rice, quinoa, farro, all that stuff. Good sources of plant-based fiber.